Yeah. Don't forget the. Yeah, you gotta invest in yourself. Why? You can't expect that from no one else. Nah, just put $1,000 on your shelf. Figure out your business name and structure then what else? A business address, don't forget the phone number. Now you getting million phone calls, 1-800-HUSTLER. Got my website cracking in this motherfucker. Matter of fact, order merch right now if you wanna. Articles of incorporations and bank accounts. More ways to get money is what I'm thinking about. I take 5 trade lines and make a paper route. 5 more trade lines, I got a safe amount. Go to another bank and put some money in the savings. Use it as collateral for credit card monthly payments. Pay the bill and let it cycle 3 monthly statements. Now I'm 1 step closer to my undertaking. Liquidate the vapor, turn the plastic into paper. Using other people's property like naughty by nature. You'll get trenched with the S in front. I play the background cause y'all hella front. Beat you like a set of drums. From what's next to come is best to run. Back to the business flow. I got good verses like I'm biblical. And getting money's my religion. 9/10 of this game is possession. 1/10 is position. Listen, I'm outside the box standing on my square prism. I do what I say cause my statement is the mission. Need I mention my righteous intentions? Thin line between vengeance and the right decision. Fuck your life cause we love killing, blood spilling. Bust guns to my trigger finger, get the numb feeling. Use a motherfucking slum villain. Fortune 500 hood niggas making millions off of drug dealing. And don't give back to the children. No gifts on Christmas, no turkeys on Thanksgiving. You alive but you ain't living. You alive, niggas stay fibbing straight to the grave of state prison. Now you just a number, see the lightning but you hear the thunder rumble overhead. Though you never wonder who is causing this to happen. Black clay molded into fashion. It be the God body rapping. Get your credit right. Nowadays that's how you maneuver. No swine but I piggyback the authorized user. I'm special like a Saturday night 5 shooter prime ruler. Get out of line and I'll fine tune you. Yeah, it's all on the business. It's all on the business. It's nothing personal, it's all on the business. Yeah, it's all on business. It's nothing personal, it's all on the business. My word is bond and God is my witness. Nothing personal, it's all on the business. Word is bond and God is my witness. It's nothing personal, it's all on the business. My word is bond and God is my witness. It's nothing personal, it's all on the business. It's never personal, it's all on the business. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's nothing personal. It's all on the business, baby. AOB TV, AOB Talk Radio. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to that intro song. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you get updates whenever I drop something real. Today's topic, we talking about trust and judgment. We talking about trust and judgment. Do y'all understand what I'm really saying right now? Let me turn my mic down. I'm coming a little hot. Let me turn my mic down. Let me turn my headphones up. Because obviously I'm coming in hotter than I think I am. But whatever. Trust and judgment. What do I mean by trust and judgment? Well, let me give y'all a little filler. I went to court the other day, and the judge applauded me, applauded my performance. I was suing somebody, but I really was unprepared. What I didn't do, I did not submit the evidence the proper way. I did not submit my motions the proper way, and don't ask me why. I knew I wasn't doing it the proper way. I was just so tired of I was doing too much at once. And this is, when the elders say, don't bite off more than you could chew. Don't put too much food on your plate. Come back for seconds. Me, ever since I was young, I ate fast. I used to get my ass whooped for eating too fast and stuff in my mouth. And I didn't know when you put too much food on your plate and you eat it fast, you feel full, but you're not as full as you could be because you're eating too fast. You're filling up your belly too quick. You eat small piece at a time, you can eat more. I'm eating too much at a time, biting off more than you can actually chew. But the judge congratulated me, told me, hey, you bit off more than you could chew here, but boy, if you bit off the right amount, you'd be biting a hole in my ass. That's what she said. Pretty much, she said, I think you did good, and I think the attorney here thinks you did excellent, and, if that was a halfway prepared or a half-hearted performance, then a full performance, a full-blown performance from you, sir, you will be a fierce attorney. You should go to law school part-time. However, I will never pass the bar. Not that I can't pass the bar exam. No, I would never pass the bar. The bar is like a real bar on the floor that you got to jump over. It's like jumping a broom. It's like, would you ever jump the broom? Would you ever give a woman, get on one knee and propose to a woman, you know, to be married to her in holy matrimony and jump the broom? That's what the bar association is. You jumping the bar. Don't pass the bar. You don't have to pass the college bar to pass the bar. When you go to court and they say, are you defending yourself? You have officially let them cross the bar. They took you across the bar. You're not a lawyer. You're not here to represent yourself. You're not here to defend yourself. You are here as yourself, presenting to be paid, not to be slayed. Okay? So let's go forward. Court this morning, 8:30. All my loved ones, you can tap in. I'll let you know exactly when and where. Anyways, court this morning, 8:30. Same exact routine. Your Honor, that's not me. I'm the only person entitled, right, to represent or present, right, whatever y'all, let me get the real language, because I'm about to fuck y'all up. The real language is you say your name backwards and you let them know that you're not that person that is on the defendant. Then you let them know that you are the only person, you know, who can speak for that name that they're trying to sue. You're the only person that can present that person that they're naming. Then you're going to tell them, you know, you paid full and private settlement in this matter, and then you're going to tell them to release your property. Okay? And, you know, you want to keep the talk minimal and let them figure all the bullshit out after you serve them. You can't do none of this without serving them. You serve them your eligible obligation, and you let them know who you are. That's another obstacle we got to go through today. So let's get into the trust and judgment. Let's just go to judgment. The judges are not judges. It's like a good brother told me. They're not judges. They're administrators for a bank. They're not judges. They're not here to judge you. They're here to referee. You know, being a judge has been long gone. I don't think there's been judges since either 1956 or let's just even go further, 1934. You know, no judges, just administrators for the bank. And we don't know the bank language, okay? So when we get in there, we think we're being judged, but we're not. What we're doing is we're being banked. They taking your bank. You made a deposit, or they made a deposit. Somebody got a deposit and withdraw in this bank. Who's going to make the deposit? Who is entitled to the withdrawal? Yo, you need to learn that any case you got pending or adjudicated, you can make a deposit of the government eligible obligation instead of a surety bond, which is the same thing as using a post office money order. Now, don't fucking do what I'm telling you without educational steps. Don't just get ahead of yourself, but I'm telling you the facts. Every government obligation, no exception, any government security obligation can be used instead of a surety bond and is the same as using cash, post office money order, or a certified check. There's no difference. See, they never seen this, even though it's written in their law. See, this that newish talk right here. You got to be newish. You know, we the news, man. So we newish. You know what I'm saying? The brother say he Judah. You know, I'm Nuda. You feel me? We newish around this motherfucker, man. We the news, man. So if we the news, then it's our responsibility to know North, east, west, and south. We got to know up. We got to know right. We got to know left. And we got to go back down. We got to know how to take this on a zigzag zig. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. What you know about court? What you know about court? What you know about beating some cases for some youngins? What you know about getting that money for them, helping their parents pay that shit? Okay, certain things I still don't know about. I'm trying to find out about. What I do know about is ain't no judge in a black robe gonna tell me that they my judge. I don't respect it. I don't respect it. And guess what? If you don't respect me, we going to the feds, homie. Fuck your state court judgment. Fuck your judgment, because if we not dealing with the Constitution, then we dealing with codes and regulations. And every time you step into a state court or a court that's lower than the federal level, even the feds dealing with codes, but you're dealing with the U.S. code. When you're dealing with these states, they got interchangeable codes. All this shit is from slavery, slave codes, slave regulations, slave ordinances. Okay? And it's clear example. We got clear examples. First and foremost, it wasn't until 1873, 1874 when the United States government revised all the statutes that they had. So all that shit that they was talking crazy on, fugitive slaves and all, they just changed the language and compiled it into something called the revised statutes. They changed the name of that to the U.S. Code. The U.S. Code. That's the slave code. You want to know the slave code? Go study the U.S. Code. That's going to tell you what to do with your slaves. See, listen, they took us out of slavery and they gave everybody unlimited amount of slaves, man. That's what you don't realize the North did. The North created a perpetual slavery on paper, not on chains and backs and that type of bondage, but through financial bondage and insurance schemes. But let's move forward to the trust. Why don't people trust each other? Listen, I get on the internet. I took a seminar. I had to pay $900. I had to trust that motherfucker. He told me some good stuff. Now, I want y'all to trust me when I tell y'all that I want to help y'all get y'all credit right. I got a course online, Make Money with Your Credit Cards. It's really 3 easy steps to make money with your credit cards. Anybody could do it. But the thing is, niggas think you scamming them. I don't care. I'm going to use the word. They think you scamming. Niggas don't trust one another. That's the type of trust we're talking about right now. They don't trust you unless you're selling something that doesn't require their personal information. You can sell them milk and cookies, but you try to sell them a credit boost program, and they might look at you funny unless you got one of these white people business suits on. And that right there got to stop. See, trust is done through contracts. So if you don't really trust me, that's when you say, well, how can you guarantee that I could trust you? When we draw up a contract and I sign it and it says that I won't violate your rights, and it'll be my signature, and you could have that. And if I violate your rights, you can sue me with that signature. Right there, you can say, hey, he said he wouldn't and he did. So anybody telling they breach your contract, you can sue them. So, and let me tell you, when you make a new contract, the state law is out of the door, son. None of that shit matters. None of that shit matters. These lawyers is trained, though, man. They trained to lie. I caught a witness on the stand lying. And I'm not ashamed to say it because you're a liar, Miss Kinney. And this ain't for no, I'm not even going to say your first name because I don't want y'all to say it's retaliation. No, you's a liar, bitch. You got on stand and you fucking lied. I hate fucking liars and say I'm lying. Say I'm lying, bitch. I bet you went back to that apartment, looked under that sink, stupid bitch, and seen that you was lying. Lying about multiple things. Lying about walking the premises. Lying about a green swimming pool. Who would lie about a green swimming pool? I hate certain people. And I'm going to tell you, we say, oh, you got to love your people. Man, homie, it's hard to love you motherfuckers when you lie. You get on the stand and lie against your own brother. You's a liar, nigga. You ain't my brother or sister. It's a fucking liar. I'm not your fucking brother. You's a fucking liar. And until that day where you fucking tell the truth and I caught you in your fucking lies, bitch, you don't even know the answers. You thought it was going to be easy. You thought I was going to let you off the hook. Bitch. Perjury. And I'm suing you for perjury, bitch. Don't you ever lie on the fucking stand, bitch. Don't you ever lie on the fucking stand about me. Because listen, now we got a whole new case. You could have let this shit die. If you would have told the truth, it would have died. But you lied. And what you do? You lied and you said perjurious statements. So now I'm suing you for perjury, bitch. You think I'm not? I'm coming for your head. Coming for your head. Because you're a liar. I feel like Farrakhan. Liar. Anyways. I don't even know the topic. Hold on. Let me get to the next topic, boy. Because I'm going to get fired up thinking about these attorneys and these judges, boy. I go on and on. Okay, yeah, so let's get into this next punk-ass judge. Yeah, you's a punk. I hope you see this video because I don't care how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you do your job right, you won't hear me calling you no punk. You only a punk because you violated your oath of office. Now, how you feel about that? You violated your oath. That's what makes you a buster. So, Mr. Buster, you laughed. You laughed at me. The other judge congratulated me, but the other judge laughs at me. So from state to state, you're going to get different reactions from these judges. But this motherfucker going to giggle. I'm looking at him sip a red cup. What kind of judge got I got a coffee cup on camera. This motherfucker had a red Dixie cup on camera. What is in that cup, Judge? You at home. You said you at home. The lady said, you gonna come in and sign orders? He said, yeah, as soon as this is done, I'm gonna come on in and sign orders. So we know you not at the podium. We know you, we don't gotta rise up for you when they say all rise. Ain't no more all rise. You on Zoom. How am I? I'm not rising. I'm not checking in with you. I don't owe you nothing. But they want to talk to you like they owe you. And when you tell them that you don't owe them nothing, they got to back. Because they can only get you when you accept what they terms are. But I don't accept your fucking terms. Fuck your terms. Now, show and prove that your terms are lawful because I tendered payment for full and private settlement. And I don't hear anybody opposing. Exactly. So give me my fucking money. And you can have your defendant. I'm going to go ahead and turn him in to the sheriff. You can have him. Because it ain't me, buddy. It ain't me. The defendant's not me. I did not invent that defendant. I'm going to turn that defendant in, though. I'm going to give him to you. The judge gets on record and looks at me and says, you're a business. I said, Your Honor, I'm a human being. Fuck is you talking about? You want to correct your statement? I mean, you on record saying I'm a business. You sure about that? You sure I'm not a human being, a flesh and blood breathing man? Listen, I love getting you to say the stupid shit you got to say. Make you giggle too, right? Make you giggle, tickle inside, because guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit your ass with that 1099A so goddamn fast, you ain't going to know what hit you. I'm going to hit you with a tax return so fat before January, you ain't going to know what hit you. You ain't going to know what hit you when they say, where is this motherfucker's money? From your treasury. That's what we sending it, to your treasury. To the treasury. I'm going to let them call me, and I'm going to tell them, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to let them come arrest. Go ahead, do what you got. If you want to arrest me, if you want to approach me and take me up out of here because I'm abiding by the law, I'm going to have a fat-ass envelope ready for you when you get here, okay? Fat-ass envelope with your name on it, Mr. or Mrs., okay? Because all y'all is the same name. So I'm going to have a fat envelope with all the evidence for you ready. All the proof that I need ready for my tax return. I ain't never filed no motherfucking tax return I didn't have no proof on the income on. See, a lot of motherfuckers did that before, And the IRS don't trust them already. They know your numbers is fucked up already over here, buddy. But not mine. No, no, no. I've never misconstrued a goddamn thing on my tax returns. So I'm going to tell you right now, my next tax return, boy, I'm smacking every motherfucking courthouse. I didn't learn now. I didn't learn that the courthouse is a business. I didn't learn that the money that you pay the courthouse, they got to report it on taxes. So you going to report it for them. Report them taxes, buddy. See how they react to that. See if they keep charging you. You feel me? Report them taxes. See if they want to keep talking to you. They don't want to talk to you no more, nigga. You done figured out the IRS will enforce for you. No trust, because people got bad credit on the low. You got bad credit on the low. Niggas be flossing online. Nice clothes, nice cars. Terrible credit. Terrible credit. No business credit. All debit. Just a big walking debit card. A cash cow. Silly than a motherfucker. Don't know what to do with that cash. Ain't bought no house. Ain't paid off no car. Ain't paid off no school. Just blowing money fast. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Wake up. Wake up. You can't have a pocket full of money with bad credit. This is 2022, buddy. Credit. Listen, cash is always king. There ain't no cash no more. In 1934, I want to say they got rid of the fucking cash. Ain't no money. Ain't no money. House Resolution 192, buddy, is no money. No money. Franklin D. Roosevelt. No money, okay? So, credit is king. Credit is king. He who has the credit has the cash. Because you ain't doing shit but getting something for the exchange of the value that you calling it, man. Come on. Don't use Paul to pay. Peter, don't use a credit card to pay for a car at a bank. Because now you owe the credit card people and the bank people. The bank will take that shit and you still owe the credit card. But you could buy a car with a credit card. I mean, outright. Boom. Just buy the whole car with a credit card. They don't know what the fuck you bought. Listen, if there's a car for sale for $10,000 and you got a $20,000 credit card, right? You go buy that motherfucker. Now, let's say you never pay that bill off. Who cares? It's just going to your tax return. Do you think your credit card company is going to come repo what you bought with your credit card? I mean, if you buy $10,000 worth of Louis bags, are they going to come confiscate the Louis bags or are they just going to smack your credit score? Exactly. So that's how you know money ain't shit. Money ain't shit. It's all about the contracts you sign. You sign a contract with a car dealership, they double sell your shit, now you owe the bank back money. Ain't that a bitch? I already got the credit. Well, if you got the credit already, go swipe that motherfucker, get the car, and never pay the credit card off. But you still got the car, don't you? See, with no note, right? You see? So this is how you can fuck your credit off but still win. You can still win because in 7 years, that shit got to come off anyway. That's what I'm saying. There's no imprisonment for debt. You can't go to jail for that shit. That's why so many people with student loans ain't paying shit. Me included. Fuck your student loan. Y'all not giving jobs. Y'all not offering jobs. You got to make a job out here with this fucking degree. You might as well give me my money back so I can build this business up. We working on that too. We working on the student loan relief package. We working on that too. We working on that. Somebody just told me they want me to pay them and do it for me. I got to see, not the process, but and you got to see results. You got to see if somebody else did it before. Not, I mean, you could be the first, but the thing is, you know, when you're the first, you want to study. You don't want to just be the first with somebody else's shit. So it takes time, but just as far as, you know, the host with the motherfucking most. Hold on, man. Next subject. Y'all make sure allonthebusiness.com. Y'all go to allonthebiz.com. ALLONABIZ.com. That's the new website. Allonthebiz.com. Get you some merch, man. Listen, I got the champion pullovers, the windbreaker pullovers, them going for 80. I got the crew neck embroidered, them going for the 100. You know what I mean? Y'all go ahead and order them, man. You know, order one. Order something and take care of it. Don't just order it and fuck it over. I mean, everybody out there got a jacket they done bought for $80, $100. Go support that allonabiz.com. Champion embroidered sweatshirt, crew neck, and the windbreaker embroidered. Champion brand. Amazon.com. Abide by Your Oath, the book. You know, you need to get that book. Abide by Your Oath. It's a lot of information in there that's important for you. All the book enthusiasts, add it to your library. And you need that. You know, you need to know a lot of the terminology that I'm using. You need to know the terminology that they use when they speak to you. And the oath of office is the most significant, it's the most primary law of the land, you know. When they first made the Constitution, the first law that they ever created was, or enacted, was an act to administer oaths of office, because they knew that, you know, down the line, government will become tyrannical. And look at what we're doing now. Look at what we're looking at. We're looking at banks instead of courts. You know, these are not courthouses anymore, people. These are bank houses. Okay, and they do business, and they will tell you that they do business. They will not tell you that they practice law at the court. They will not post that on the wall anywhere at the fucking court. Go to court. Any fucking court. Walk around that motherfucker and read the signs on the wall. What you will read is that thank you, come again shit. Your customer service is at an all-time high. We appreciate our customers. How the fuck are you a customer at a bank? I mean, at a courthouse. Why is it that when you go to the court, it's a picture on the wall that says, we love our customers or some shit like that? I thought you was a defendant or a plaintiff. How the fuck is you a customer at the goddamn court? Because it's a bank. And when you go to court, if you a plaintiff, let me just make it clear for you. When you go to court and you want to sue somebody, what's the first thing you got to do? All right, listen. First thing you got to do when you go to court is pay. They're going to say, what kind of case is it? You're going to tell them. They're going to tell you how much it costs. You're going to give them money. They're going to stamp your paper. Boom! Officially a government obligation. Officially a government obligation. You had to make a deposit. Now, you saying that you entitled to the withdrawal, but they not going to determine that you entitled to the withdrawal as the plaintiff until the case is decided. However, the defendant, who may be the rightful interest holder, can get his withdrawal immediately. You get your withdrawal immediately as the interest holder. Immediately as the entitled interest owner. So when let's say you get a ticket, the police go to the court. Of course, they pay a deposit. The police pay a deposit, and they want to get the withdrawal because they didn't deposit money. They deposit a ticket. The charge is right. So let's say you got one charge on your ticket. It's worth $100. When they give that ticket to the court, that ticket, they register $100. Period. That ticket is the $100. So now they say you owe $100 in charges, and it's in there based on what? The ticket. But you never signed that ticket, right? And you got a copy of it, right? So what you do is you turn that ticket into a post office money order, right? And send it in too, right? And you tell them to give you the money because you ain't got nothing to do with this case, right? And if they could prove that a human being has anything to do with this case, you'll be glad to come as the human being and be tried as a human being. But guess what? Guess what? When you go to court, they try you as a business. So you got to let them know you a human being and you can have the business, nigga. Sue the business. Take all the money from the business. Fuck the business. Dissolve the fucking business. Imprison the business. But not the human being. You cannot dissolve a human being. You cannot imprison a human being. You cannot enslave a human being. Slavery has been abolished. and I have not been convicted of a motherfucking felony. You cannot jail a human being. I will not participate in these kangaroo court proceedings, and I will turn in the defendant immediately. So when you start doing your research, you say, oh, shit, this motherfucker already turned in the defendant. We already got him. What's your defendant? Your defendant is your goddamn title. Can you think of anything of one important document with your name on it that we would call a title? You know, when you get your car title, it describes your car, the color, the make, the model, the mileage. They got a title like that for you too. It's called the birth certificate, where they describe the first, the middle, the last name. They describe the height, the weight. They describe the color. They take a footprint. Why they don't take a handprint? They take a footprint of the sole of your feet. Understand, they created a title for you. Why did they create a title? Because every time a baby is born in any state, the state has to ask the federal government for funding. States don't fund themselves. Constitution says that a state cannot make its own fucking money. So the state can't fund itself. The state has to ask the federal government for funding. Every time a child is born, they ask for more money, so that money is entitled to, who's entitled to that money? The title holder, the owner of the title. Not the owner of the certificate, but the owner of the title. That's you. Not your mama and daddy no more. They used to be the owner of the title, so when you got in trouble, they could come get you out of it. But now you your own mama and daddy, so why you can't get yourself out of trouble? Why you can't guard yourself and be a good guardian over yourself? You can. And don't let nobody tell you can't, because if they tell you can't, you agree with it, then you can't. But if you can, and you say you are, and they can't say you not, then you are. Then you are. These people use the most confusing language just so you can step off your square. Don't do it. Stand on your square. The black man is God. They know this. So when you stand on your square, they get upset. Because they're so limited to what they could really fucking do. They limited by the 14th Amendment, and they want to limit it. They want to limit you to the 14th Amendment. But persons born outside of the United States to parents who are non-U.S. citizens are not considered U.S. citizens subject to the jurisdiction of the 14th Amendment, period, point blank. Factual. Under the laws of the United States. I didn't write the slave codes. I just read them. Now, if I'm a slave because I'm so-called black or whatever the fuck y'all want to try to describe me as, if that's what makes me a slave, show me the paper that says the slavery didn't end. The shit y'all said it ended. Yeah, but we know y'all just shifted the paradigm. We know y'all didn't really end it. You abolished it. You feel what I'm saying? Abolition. It's different than demolition. It's different than destruction. Destroy, obliviate, get rid of. No, motherfucker. Abolish means to modify. Because obviously if it meant to get rid of, they would never have that part where it says, well, if you get convicted, you go right back into it. Well, where's the, so you never abolished, you never got rid of it. You just took it from the plantation to the penitentiary. And they didn't build the first penitentiaries till 1891. They freed the slaves in 1865, allegedly. So you free the slaves 1865, allegedly. Then you create all these, you compile and revise all the slave codes into the U.S. Code in 1874. Well, let's rewind. You let the slaves go in 1865. You created the 14th Amendment in 1868. The revised statutes in 1874. The statutes are the codes that send our black asses to jail. 1891, you opened the fucking jails, and guess where the first fucking jail was at? Where they hate y'all the most. In Georgia. In Georgia. First federal penitentiary, mass incarceration, Georgia. Atlanta. You got Leavenworth. I forget the other one. My point is, I think the other one was in Kansas. Forget what the other one was. My point is, there was no such thing as the federal penitentiary until slavery ended. Why? Because they had no reason to put niggas in the penitentiary. We was on plantations, and they damn sure wasn't filling up the prison with Caucasians. Damn sure wasn't filling up penitentiaries with Caucasians. So when slavery ended, they needed a way to convict us and put us back into legal slavery. Can't y'all fucking see? I can't be that fucking awake. And y'all, I don't even feel awake. I just feel like I'm looking at some obvious shit. This shit is obvious. It's in my face. You wrote it. All you need is a small degree of intelligence to realize what the hell they said. And then you created the 14th Amendment, which made us subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. The United States what? The United States Code, motherfucker. While the states is hollering, oh, we're going to retain our sovereignty when we incorporate into the Union. We don't even know what the fuck that means. And we got these states reserving their sovereignty, throwing us under the bus of the 14th Amendment. They don't give a fuck about you and me. But what they did was they did write it in law that, hey, this 14th Amendment shit is optional. And if we make it mandatory, we're going against the 13th Amendment grain. We got to give them a chance. So all you brothers that pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you might not get caught up in this rapture, but all you motherfuckers that's just tied down by your bootstraps, you're done. By default, you're done. And it don't matter if you're black or white. You're done. Because you don't know the law and there is no ignorance in the law. And guess what they said? They created a saying, or a good brother woke me up and he said, you're giving too much credit to these Caucasians. We created a saying. We created a saying years ago, and we created this when we was civilizing them out of them caves. I can't give you legal advice. Oh, man, that made them so sick. That made them so sick that we used to tell these motherfuckers, you know, the news used to tell them, like, hey, man, we can't give you legal advice because if we give it to you, you'll be a tyrant. A tyrant. So we didn't give it to them. We made them study for 35 to 50 years. Before they could actually come amongst us and trade and study or be considered one of us. You feel what I'm saying? 35 to 50 fucking years. That's why you still got these motherfuckers that'll tell you, oh, 33 and 1/3 and da-da-da-da-da. You know, I'm not even giving y'all no props out there. Fuck all that. We invented all this shit. Can't give you legal advice. Can't give you 100%. See, 33 and 1/3 ain't nothing but 1/3 of 100. That's still short 120. It's 360 degrees in a circle. So if we're dealing with 360 degrees, then how many subjects is there to fucking learn? At least 360. 360 degrees, son. That's what you need to be learning. But we can't give you legal advice. 35 to 50 years trying to learn and do like this. And then we'll permit you and allow you to rock our gear and to come around us talking that talk that we know you love to talk so much. And they use it against us now. Not even against us. They use it for us. But there is no ignorance in law. We can't give you legal advice. So you don't know how to use it for yourself. And they know that. But once you learn how to use it for yourself, they can't run all over you. 95% of the brothers in jail because they signed a plea bargain. That means 5% of the motherfuckers in jail lost the goddamn case that they was fighting. That means the rest of the motherfuckers that's in the street that fought their case actually beat the motherfuckers. So that goes to show you that even when you fight them on their rules and on their grounds, you can still win easy. But it becomes hard when you're trying to open their eyes to the private side. You know, this private shit. I don't even want to go in court and fight on trial. That's a scary feeling. I'm trying to nip this in the bud before trial. I'm trying to settle for full and private settlement, get my withdrawal, and let y'all have the fucking defendant. I don't even care about this motherfucker, man. He got so much money in his pocket. Take him. Take him. I'm not the defendant, though. I'm a human being. The judge, you are a business. No, motherfucker. See, that birth certificate's a business. Me, I'm a human being. Do you have something else to say? Exactly. Not a fucking word. Fucking church mouse. Fucking drunk judge. Fucking drunk judge. You fucking drunk. And I hope you see this shit. You know, I'm not going to say your name till the case is over, but you're a drunk. And somebody needs to drug test you. You look like you at home sniffing cocaine, drinking out of a red cup on camera, looking foolish than a motherfucker, boy. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no Lord. The homie said, your judge could be Yogi the Bear. I said, hold on. I didn't even understand what the fuck he said. I had to ask, who'd you say? Yogi the Bear. I started laughing so hard because that's how this motherfucker was acting. Hey, boo-boo, pass my red cup. Hey, boo-boo, this brother's a business. And this, man, homie, 50 people in the courtroom laughing at the judge, not laughing at me, homie. You ain't laughing at me, bro. I'm following the court rules. You violating your own rules because you don't have none. You're lawless. All you got is this bar card. You ain't got no motherfucking rules to practice law under. We got the rules to practice law under. That's why they call them civil procedure, motherfucker. So we need to learn the civil procedure. We need to build trust. We need to build judgment. But how we going to build trust? Motherfuckers don't even want to let me boost their credit score. Boost your motherfucking credit score today, man. Hit me up. I'll boost your credit score, man. Add you as an authorized user. Get your credit up so now you can get your stepping stone on, man. We got to start helping each other succeed. Anything I can help you with, I'm going to help you with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting on this motherfucker right now ranting because I got court coming up at 8:30 and I'm finna blast off in somebody's chin with the two-piece, homie. You know, metaphorically speaking, on Zoom camera court meeting. I'm hot. Every day I wake up hot. I wake up mad every day, fired up, ready to go. I ain't smoking no pot. I ain't drinking no alcohol, water and coffee, ready to tell this judge I'm not who you accusing me of being. Release my property immediately. I'm on one, baby. We on one, we fired up. Because we teaching y'all about these eligible obligations. Listen, I'm confident because I sent in the payment. Lawful payment. And when you send in payment, you shouldn't have nothing to fear, baby. You paid it. I'm feeling good. But this shit still ain't off my record, so day by day we going to fight until we get the payment, withdrawal, and the record clear. And once we got all three of them, boy, you going to see me jumping for joy, you know. But I definitely want those results. I want to be able to help people, but I got to have certain results. Like the brothers out of town. You know, we pioneering Michigan right now. So we in Michigan, and we pioneering this shit. We pioneers out here. They laughing. The judge laughing on the podium. He's laughing while he's at home at his desk, sipping his red cup. Okay, what's in the red cup, judge? You don't want to be on stand, though. So, you know, we're not even going to take it there with him. We just going to take it where we supposed to take it. We're going to take him on the ride we started, not the ride he started. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we on, man. He know he ain't got no money. He know the judge. He know that the system is broke. There is no money. Fuck you, ain't no fucking money. It's just security. We don't have money. We only have security. So that little dollar in your pocket, that ain't money. It's just security for your milk. It's just security for your bills. It's security. Right now, they saying that this is what we using to pay, so this is the security. But tomorrow, they can say, motherfucker, you paying with banana seeds. And none of y'all ever seen a banana seed in your fucking life. All these goddamn bananas that's growing, every time you go eat one, you ever seen a seed on the inside of that motherfucker? Exactly. So they going to just say, yeah, you got to pay everything with banana seeds. You got to pay everything with navel orange seeds. You know navel oranges ain't got no seeds in them. So don't play with these people thinking that they on your side and you get to liking the devil because he gives you nothing. Because that's what your money is. Your money is really nothing. And then you stoop down to their goddamn level for it. And when you stoop down to their level for it, they put your ass in jail because the whole time they knew the money was nothing and they was convincing you that it was fucking everything. And now what you got